Wednesday's Champions League semi-final first leg matchup between PSG and Borussia Dortmund. So getting into this game, it's fair to say that neither of these two teams probably expected to be here, given what we've seen in the last leg, especially from that leg one matchup. And in terms of public perception as well, PSG rallied from a 3-2 deficit in leg one in Paris to pull off that shock 4-1 result over in Barcelona in leg two. Barcelona somewhat imploding in that second game, while Dortmund did a similar number at home against another Spanish team in Atletico Madrid in their leg two matchup. Dortmund honestly looked, dead and buried after about 30 minutes in that first leg. From what I saw, Atletico were playing them off the field in that first half over in the Spanish capital. But, you have to finish your opponents off, and Atletico were made to pay late in both of those games, which is why we're talking about Dortmund here and not them ahead of these semi-final matchups. Despite their impressive Champions League run this year, Dortmund have had a pretty disappointing season overall. They currently reside outside of the top four in the Bundesliga table right now. They can't even make this competition for next season based on their current league ranking, and their data has been incredibly poor to go right alongside it. Dortmund barely rank inside the top half in the table this year in terms of defensive XGA. So, despite those impressive results against the likes of PSV Eindhoven, Atletico Madrid and so on in the knockout stages of this competition, Dortmund have nevertheless had to ride their luck on those games. They lost the XG battle in every single one of those 4 home and away legs. So it could well be a case of third time unlucky for Dortmund here on Wednesday when they host PSG. We look at some of the better attacking sides that Dortmund has faced this season. RB Leipzig put 7 goals past them combined across their 2 league games. Hoffenheim put a further 3 past them in this venue back in February. Bayern put 4 past them here back in November as well. So, Dortmund's home defensive record this season has been less than impressive. In fact, no team in the Bundesliga this entire season has given up more counter-attacking goals at home than Dortmund have. And, even when PSG came here back in the group stage in December, the French side dominated that game despite the 1-1 scoreline. They had over double the amount of expected goals, almost double the amount of attempts on goal as well, an 83-39 dangerous attack advantage also with, a goal being pulled back for Kylian Mbappé as well due to being offside. So I just don't have these two teams rated equally heading into this game despite, where the line's currently at. The yellow wall will no doubt be out in full force here in Dortmund ahead of this game, but purely from a statistical standpoint, going by home and road data, so far in this competition, PSG have been the far superior team. They're over a full expected goal per game better than Dortmund, even with that home advantage factored in for Dortmund as well. So at a pure pick and price in this one, PSG are definitely the side I'm looking at taking here. It's a play I've actually already fired on as well. Just given Dortmund's underwhelming numbers this season, especially at home, I'd be very surprised if PSG walk out of Germany on Wednesday night with anything less than a draw. So PSG pick on for me on Wednesday, +0 against Borussia Dortmund in the Champions League semi-final first leg. Best bet. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. If you're looking for even more insightful betting content, check out WagerTalk's NBA tip-off show, which airs daily every morning. I'll be there every Tuesday and Friday breaking down the playoff matches. Thanks for taking the time to tune in and watch. It's always appreciated. And until next time, Slán Abhaile, and best of luck on all your bets.